What's going on, everybody? Gentleman94 here, playing as 3GB, bringing you some solo player action. Last we left off, we are in Boletaria on World 1-1, and we are moving towards the dragons. Now, we're not going to fight the dragons because that would just be stupid, but we will see them. Now, you can notice by these smoldering bodies over there that if we go close to them, they will burn us and kill us almost instantaneously. So it's a good idea not to do that. Instead, we're going to run down below them and grab a couple of items around the side here. Ooh, see that? Yeah, can you imagine actually trying to withstand that? Can't do it. Not at this level anyway. I don't think any level you could actually do that with. So let's grab an archstone and full moon grass. A couple of messages, bloodstained. Shards of archstone will allow you to return to the nexus. Yeah, that red dragon. You can take him down half health and he will fly away, but that would require a lot of arrows. And I don't have the ability to wield a bow, and I can't get close enough for the crossbow. So we're not going to fool with that. But there is a way to get a hold of that stuff. What we're going to do is we're going to remove all our armor here. And we're going to use this and run up this direction here. Backstab a couple of guys here. There he is. Now you get over here, and he will kill all those guys for you. Including that dude. Thank you, dragon. Always a pleasure. What you can do, though, is you can get him burning, and then you can run this direction. And if you're fast enough, you can get down here and you can grab a couple of items. Just right here, we're not going up that direction. Okay. Perfect. Oh, wow. Whew, not fast enough, but as you can see, I grabbed all but just 2 items. And those 2 items you can't get because that blue dragon will smack you with his tail and most likely kill you. So, we're not going to be doing that. Let's see if I've got anything to go ahead and heal. We'll just heal up a little bit here. Now let's go ahead and put our stuff back on here. Whoops, wrong one there. Mirrodin armor, Mirrodin gauntlets, and Mirrodin leggings. There we go. So that's how you get that stuff. I would not try for the other 2 items. I mean, it might be possible to do. I've never done it, but maybe you can somehow do it. I don't know how you would. And we're just going to run to the end of this bridge. There he goes, burning again. There's a certain area where you can stand and not get hit by the fire. It looks like this guy's running away, which I don't know why he's doing that. Haha! Foolish, foolish archer. A good way to get that stuff you have down there is to let the dragon burn and run behind him. I don't know if you can run back all the way before he kills you. Let's try it. Alright, we're good. So that's the dragon bridge. He'll just keep burning the bridge, so don't have to worry too much about it. Some items down here. Let's get that soul. And this. Let's pull the switch. And that opens up the boss gate. And that would be the spear known as the Scraping Spear. The Scraping Spear is an armor-destroying spear because it will degrade the durability of all of your armor and your weapons. It is a really nasty thing to use, and I don't recommend anybody really using it because it's just mean. There's really no reason to use a Scraping Spear other than just to be a total jerk. It's really handy though if you're being griefed. And what I mean by that is if you're in human form and you are invaded by a Black Phantom and the Black Phantom kills you because he's just insanely powerful or he's min-maxing his weapons or whatever the case is, you give him one. I mean, you have a fair fight if he's an honorable fighter. You know, if you lose, you lose. If you win, you win. Big deal, right? If he invades you again, because he knows you're going to be in body format, and he keeps invading you, and he keeps doing things just to screw you up, the Scraping Spear is about the only recourse you have. Basically what I did is I have one character, I have one character on another screen name that wields spears. I have a short spear, long spear, I have a Scraping Spear, anything like that. And the only thing I do with that Scraping Spear is I keep it in a secondary weapon. And if we're invaded by a phantom that is doing things that are not nice, I pull out the Scraping Spear and I attack him with it. Usually he might still kill us because you sometimes have lag advantage, but I will make him pay for him doing that. And I really only use it for that. I mean, it's one thing to be beaten fairly in a fair, dual, one-on-one fight, but it's something totally different to be attacked repeatedly by someone who knows they have the upper hand. Maybe he's duped all of his items. By duped, I mean duplicated. One of the glitches in the game is you could duplicate items by using a Black Phantom or by using a Blue Phantom. One of your friends, you could duplicate your items back and forth, and you could level yourself up very quickly. Or you could level up your weapons and create different weapons and things you shouldn't have access to at an early soul level. And then you would invade other people and you would destroy them, because what are they going to do? They have nothing that can match what you have. Those guys who invade you and purposely try to kill you and just to grief you, those guys get the Scraping Spear. Because I may not be able to kill them, but it's going to cost them thousands of souls to repair all their equipment. And it just makes them think twice about coming in and attacking us. It is kind of a jerk thing to do, but you know what? Sometimes you're left with no other recourse. So we're going into a boss here. This is the first boss, so we're going to pop a trophy on this. And we're going to use turpentine to go ahead and coat our weapon with fire. And we're going in. This is the fog gate, and this is a Phalanx. Now you notice the Phalanx is incredibly weak against fire, and that's why I've coated my weapon in turpentine, because I can hit them and kill most of his little friends here with the spears fairly quickly. So that's our tactic. Use fire, burn them, try to kill all the little guys. They will throw spears and things, and it really, really hurts, so you gotta watch out. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm gonna just do a little healing back here. Get up close. Take a couple of them out. Basically, you have to, we don't have to, but it's a good idea to go ahead and take out some of these guys that are protecting him. You don't have to take them all out, you just at least take a couple of them off there. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. This is not going to be good here if I can't get around these guys. Alright, so it's a good idea to watch your health too, and your stamina. If you run out of stamina, then you will die, because you won't be able to recover. So we're going to grab some fire bombs here, and we're going to move it up here and chuck some fire bombs at them. There we go. Get this guy over here. Now he is totally defenseless, so we're going to run around and collect our stuff here that we picked up. These are all shards of sharpstone, probably. There's a white phantom running around fighting the same boss we are. And let's go ahead and, we're not going to waste a turpentine, we're just going to hack at him for a while. So you'll notice too that my stamina will go down a lot with this, so let's do two-handed. Should be the end of him right here. And the Phalanx trophy. Excellent. I'll just wave at the camera there for no reason. And let's move on. So you notice now that I have my body back, which means I'm human again. So if I go into the next level, I could be invaded. That's the only problem. And it's usually plus or minus 10 levels. So you get yourself the soul of the boss, you get yourself the Archstone, you head back to the Nexus. Now once you leave, that entire area that you just fought and cleaned out is no longer available for summoning. You can't summon anybody into that level. You can be summoned, but you can't summon anybody.
Welcome back.
And there is the Maiden in Black.
The monumental awaits the above.
So now we have to go talk to the Monumental. And the Monumental is way up at the top here. Also where you go up to the leaderboards. They call the Pantheon,
The monumental
I
will
believe.
explain the nexus to thee.
Alright. Now, since we are in body form, we have our full life back, so we don't need the cling ring anymore. But the thing is, I don't like being in body form because I don't like being invaded. So let me show you a real easy way to go ahead and to get yourself back into soul form. You go up here to the first level, I should say the middle level here, and you roll off right about there. Oh no, I didn't make it. It's a good idea maybe to take off some of your armor. Try that again here. Alright, and take this stuff all off. Alright, so now that we're a little faster and a little more agile, we're going to head up to the very top up here, we're going to turn around, and we're going to roll right here, which will kill us, and will return us to soul form. And now we just go back here, and we just re-equip our stuff. I assure you there's a reason why I'm not going into body form. The reason is I don't want to be invaded. Now I know there's an alternative to that, and that's simply just playing in offline mode, But I kind of like being online because I get to read messages, I get to see bloodstains, I get to see other phantoms running around. Kind of makes me feel like I'm not so alone in the world. Now, as you can see, I don't have any souls, but there's this little blue bloodstain here. Boom, souls are back. Now, word of the wise though, if you die and you do not recover your bloodstain, and you die again, your previous bloodstain is overwritten. So you lose anything you had on that bloodstain. Same thing goes for Dark Souls players. If you guys are playing Dark Souls or thinking about playing Dark Souls, it's the same way. If you die, you drop a bloodstain. The bloodstain will have all of your souls, so you got to get back to that bloodstain and retrieve it. Now all these are all dead monumentals. Only one alive is this one right here. So let's go ahead and talk to him. He's basically going to tell you a little bit of the story, but just let it record, I guess.
In the distant past, under a benevolent rule, the world was united owing to the soul arts. Until a lust for power caused the awakening of the Old One. Across the land seeped a colorless, deep fog, and the world faced extinction at the hands of the demons. Thanks be, we were able to lull the Old One back to his slumber, yet only after the loss of innumerable souls, and half the world lost, erased by the fog. In order to mend the fabric of what land still remained, we entrusted 6 elders with 6 precious archstones. 1 to the king of a small yet diligent land. 1 to the king of the burrowers underground. 1 to the wise queen of the great ivory tower. 1 to the chieftain of lost and ill-fortuned souls. 1 to the shaman of the tempest-worshipping shadowmen. And the last to the great giants of the northern lands. The archstones were placed at nodes across the earth. We contained the Old One inside this nexus and banned the soul arts. Finally, we became monumentals, half-living sentinels of the fabric of reality. Alas, the other monumentals have perished, and only I remain. Now it is your turn. You must lull the Old One back to its slumber and seal it away for all eternity. If not, the deep fog will absorb all that we know. Have you the strength to accept this mission?
So basically, say yes.
Yes, we are fortunate indeed to have you. Now, go forth and destroy every last demon. The Old One, without demons to feed its souls, will a new servant seek and lure you to its bosom.
I don't know what happens if you say no. I'm assuming you have to say yes. Alright, so go slaughter the demons. Couple of quick things we got here. If we run down here, the level right below this, we can get what's called an ephemeral stone, or ephemeral eye. And what that does is that brings you back from soul form to human form. Run all the way to the other end of this thing, up this stairway, back up here, go past the other dead monumentals. Now let's go up to the Pantheon real quick here. Oh, that's down, we want to go up. There we go, turn around. Alright. Touch the Pantheon door, we go into the Pantheon. And this is basically the leaderboards. And it's kind of cool because you get to see some of their builds. Wielding Northern Regalia, Old King's Armor, looks like Dark Silver Shield, Dark Silver Leggings. And this is local right here, so after we beat the game, we'll be here. We don't have anything there, but we'll be there after we beat the game. And these are first most souls obtained. Whoa! This guy's wielding dual Dragon Bone Crushers. Obviously that's not a feasible build, but it looks great for your picture here. Another one here. Ah. Always like the look of that armor set. Yurt's armor set. He's wielding the Blue Blood Sword and the Northern Regalia, so good stuff. Another Stone of Ephemeral Eye. So do it for now. I want to go ahead and grab those Ephemeral Eyes. This is a different screen name that I'm typically on because I actually have those other screen names already have characters full up. So you're allowed 4 characters per screen name. Dark Souls gives you 10 characters per screen name. So now we talk to her. It gives you the Blue Eye Stone and the White Eye Stone. Blue Eye Stone allows you to be summoned as a Blue Phantom. White Eye Stone allows you to return when you're summoned as a Blue Phantom. So, the Maiden is the one that we use to level up. Indeed.
So be it. After all, thou requirest strength. Go forth, touch the demon inside me. Let these ownerless souls become thine own.
So, we seek soul power. We can level up in any of these stats here. Vitality, Intelligence, Endurance, Strength, Dexterity, Magic, Faith, and Luck. So depending on what kind of character you're going to be building, you'll level up these stats. For example, since I am a Faith character, I'm going to want to make sure that my Faith is looking pretty good. I'm not going to put anything into Magic, because there's no need to it. I can't wield Faith and Magic. Well, I can, but I'm not going to. Luck is a good thing if you're going to use particular weapons, such as the Blue Blood Sword. Blue Blood Sword keys off of luck, so the higher your luck, the more damage you do with the Blue Blood Sword. Dexterity is great for weapons like Uchikatanas, sort of samurai swords. It's great for bows, lava bow, or the compound short bow, compound long bow. I mean, whatever the case is, dexterity is great for that. Endurance is always good to go ahead and increase your stamina. Intelligence is good if you're using your magic, because it increases your spell memory and your magic points. Spell memory, of course, is what you can use to equip different spells. Because right now I only have 1 spell slot. So I would need to go ahead and increase certain things to increase that. So Faith, it'll tell you here, Miracle Power goes up. Miracle Memory, I only have 1. Physical Defense, Magic Defense, that goes up if you increase a level in it. So right now my Vitality is kind of low. So I'm going to increase a couple in Vitality. Let's go up to 12. In fact, let's go up to 15. Okay. So you can see up on the far left-hand corner it says souls required to level up. 793. On the far right side you see souls, 3420. That's what I have to use to spend for leveling up. You'll see now it's 793, so let's level up. We don't need intelligence because we're not using magic. So let's level up. You know what? Level up Faith. So we'll go up to 14. Notice it's 811 now. Do it one more time. 829. So every time you level up, the souls required to level up goes up. We'll probably go up a little bit. Well, actually, no. Physical defense goes up a bit. Attack power, let's go ahead and do... Let's go endurance. So we can do 1 more soul level here. Let's do it in dexterity. Okay, so now requires 1039. I have 140. We're good to go with that.
Art thou done?
Yes, I am done.
May thine strength help the world be mended.
Alright, so now we have these archstones unlocked. So that's 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we're going to call it here. We're not going to go past this right now. Next episode, we'll go ahead and we'll tackle the next stage. Probably end up hitting Stonefang Tunnel, which is Archstone number 2 up there. But we'll do that next time. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.